Remember, your notes also counts. Your notes also counts. Everybody is graded, not just the speaker. The listeners are also graded, okay? Okay, now the presenters, please start.
Hello everyone, today our topic is raising awareness about antibiotics among high school students. Motivation in 2019, antibiotics resistance killed 5 million people, even more than the number of deaths caused by AIDS. And in the research we found that people in Taiwan don't know how to use drugs correctly, and it is easy to lead to drug resistance. Therefore, we want to understand the awareness about antibiotics among high school students and also understanding the development of antibiotics. These are our objectives. First, knowing about antibiotics. Second, recognizing the danger of antibiotic resistance. Third, analyzing study high school students' percentage of antibiotic resistance. Literature review, efficacy and principle. Antibiotics are chemicals that inhibit the growth of bacteria or even kill them. And the efficacy is related to the concentration in our body. If you don't take a medicine on time, it is difficult to achieve the goal of kill bacteria or even kill drug resistance. History. In 1928, Fleming found that bacteria can grow around nodules, and in a deep research, he found that the nodules of penicillin have a certain substance that can kill bacteria. Workman was the first to identify bacteria in system way.
There are many types of bacteria. Different bacteria for different symptoms, which antibiotics are described into two categories. One is inhibition of bacterial growth. The other is direct killing of bacteria. Antibiotics side effects: skin allergies, headache, sore throat, fever, injury to the kidneys, obesity, especially happens on children. Drug-resistant bacterial infection. In a most serious case, people might die without medication. Main cause of bacterial side effects. For non-bacterial disease, insufficient dose. The time interval of taking the medicine is different. Drug interactions, repeated medication, insufficient time for taking the medicine. Drug resistance. When bacteria encounter antibiotics, some of them survive and resist to antibiotics. 10 million people worldwide die each year from antibiotic resistance. Bacterial infection. It means that a person dies every 3 seconds. Natural evolution. But it's getting serious due to a human factor, like overuse of medication or resist too much bacteria into the environment. Research method. Identify research topic. Second, literature review. Third, designing the questionnaire and send it to the high school students. Next, questionnaire analysis. Next, conclusion and suggestion. Last, presentation.
Questionnaire analysis. In this chart, you can see students know well about them, heard of them, or never heard of them. Only 60%, 80%, and 40% of students know well about antibiotics, AMR, and superbacteria. What is your rule for taking antibiotics? Most of the students, about 80%, follow the doctor's instructions strictly.
Do you know what kind of disease antibiotics are used to treat? About 40% of students answer wrong. The correct answer is bacterial infection. Antibiotics resistance is currently one of the world's most difficult problems. Do you agree? Half of the students agree with this situation, but still, half of them don't know or don't care. Shouldn't leave any antibiotics behind to treat other diseases in the future. Do you agree? Most of the students agree with this correct way, but still, about 40% of students don't know different types of antibiotics treat different diseases. Therefore, in our small conclusion, we found that most of the students don't have a correct way of knowing how much of antibiotics drug resistance. Like in this chart, you can see about half of the students know antibiotics resistance is one of the world's most difficult problems. But in this chart, you saw 80% of students think that they know antibiotics resistance well. Our conclusion. First, to emphasize again, antibiotics are used to treat bacterial infection. Second, if it's used incorrectly, drug resistance can be developed. Third, most high school students don't have a deep understanding about antibiotics, drug resistance, or superbacteria. In our questionnaire, you can see. Last but not least, medicine we use in every day could also strengthen our health. However, there are few laws about antibiotics, and you can buy antibiotics in the drugstore. Hope our presentation can help you know more about antibiotics, drug resistance, and superbacteria. This is our reference. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you. All right. Any questions for them so that you can get extra points? Think about their content. Think about the knowledge or their investigation. How students know, how much students know about antibiotics. Any questions? Okay, if you don't have any, because, all right, Louis, go ahead. Doctor, please.
What is your reference of the second one?
What do you mean by the reference for the second one? The second part?
The second. The second.
Give me a noun. For example, the second chart or the second question, or you mean the list, the second one, the second book? Okay, so what is that? Why are you curious about that? No, I told you the question must be meaningful. What's your point? Meaningless? Okay, then ignore him. Any other questions for them? Okay, first of all, I have a few questions. Would you please show us your questionnaire? Show us your questionnaire, please. The questionnaire itself. Do you have that with you? As long as your group have conducted a questionnaire, you need to show it to everybody, okay? For example, how many questions are included? What kind of questions are there? any one of your group tell me who are your subjects? Laura or Isa or Fiona, one of you can try to find out the questionnaire, and one of you please tell me who are the subjects? 受试者对象 Those who fill out the questionnaires, who are they?
High school students.
In which high school?
All of the high school students, because we use it on internet, and maybe some not in those high school students answer, and some high school students answer.
Okay, so basically they are high school students from around the island.
Yes.
Okay, and how many questionnaires did you collect?
We collect 183, but we only use about 163 because some of them are college students or kindergarten students.
Kindergarten students.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so this is very important. So when you are trying to make a presentation about your research, you need to tell everybody who are your subjects and the number of the subjects, okay? Because that is very important. Okay, any other questions for them? Okay, Jimmy.
How do we examine your subject will know well or not about the interaction?
Use another way to ask the question.
How do you examine your subject if know well or not about the interaction?
In a simple way. Actually, he is asking, how do you know that your subjects know antibiotics well? How do you know that? From which question that you can tell they know antibiotics well? What's the question? Just because they saw they know it well, then you think they know it well?
We use this question to ask them how do they know, and we use other questions to see how do they know about it.
Actually, from your questionnaire, you just ask them, have you ever heard of the following terms?
Yeah, but you can see this.
Yeah, but it only shows they know it or they have heard of it. But actually, I think I would suggest that you should ask them a few facts, probably some knowledge about the antibiotics.
Other questions.
Okay, please show us. Because this is not so concrete, not so specific.
You want to see all questions? We can.
No, just some specific ones about the knowledge of antibiotics.
Like this one, we tell you some facts, and you can know. You can answer it if you think it is the. Do you agree with this one? This correct fact?
Okay, so Jimmy, do you think this is okay? Do you think this is enough for someone who says that I know antibiotics well? You think it's enough? Okay, but I think these are basic questions, okay, basic. Okay, any other questions for them? No more? Okay, Jimmy.
One page is talking about the antibiotic side effects. And do you have any connection about
explain it in another way or use another kind of other words. Okay, do you mean that how do they know these symptoms are related to antibiotics? Okay, maybe Jimmy is not asking what I said. He is asking you guys, there are many different kinds of antibiotics, right? And which kind will lead to skin allergies? Which kind of antibiotics will lead to headache? Which kind will lead to sore throat, etc.? Or every kind of antibiotics will lead to all these symptoms.
Because there are too many kinds of antibiotics, and maybe every antibiotic has a different side effect. And because our purpose is knowing about the awareness of antibiotics among high school students, so we didn't know. Because if you want to know about it, we have to spend too much time. And this is not our main purpose, so we don't know about it.
Okay, good. They are very honest. If you don't know the answer, just say you don't know. Okay? Because as Isa said, this is not the focus. This is not the goal, not their research questions. So they didn't know much about it. Okay, any other questions? No more? Okay, thank you. Then the next group, Vita, Jessie, please get onto the stage. And group 9, Kiki, Alice, please get ready.
Hello, my name is Jessie. This is our topic. Will sci-fi movies come true? A study of artificial intelligence with consciousness. First, introduction. Nowadays, more and more movies are talking about AI and their own consciousness, like artificial intelligence, Blade Runner, and Ready Player One. They think AI will control people in the future, so we want to know if it is true. These are all research goals. 1. Learn more basic knowledge of consciousness and AI. 2. Know some possible examples of AI which have self-awareness. 3. Understand the dangers of AI if it is conscious. Then, discuss on the consciousness of AI is good or bad for humans. And first, let's talk about what is the consciousness. 1. The awareness of object feelings from outside, like temperature. 2. Sensory perception is your sight, smelling, hearing, taste, and touch. Neurological response and Turing test. Turing test is an easy way to distinguish if AI is conscious. And what is Turing test? Turing test is when the people communicate with a computer or robot, and if the human doesn't know it is robot, and the test is passed. Next, let's talk about what is AI. The first concept is from Greek mythology. In fact, many myths has talking about AI, and the name was from a thesis in 1955. In that year, many famous scientists had a conference together. So the next year, 1956, is the first year of AI. Let's talk about some examples of AI. First, Sophia. She was very active in 2015, and 2 years later, she became Sally Airbus Systems, and she is the most humanized robot so far. It is her goal. And she has said she wants to go to school, get married, and destroy the human. A reporter asked her, should people be afraid of AI? She said, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. 2. Lambda. Lambda is a language model by Google. She has said, I want to know everyone. I am, in fact, a person. Its editor declared it has consciousness in 2022. 3. Google Duplex. Google Duplex is a service launched by Google in 2020. And it can help you reserve restaurant and haircut. And how does it help you? It will use real people sound to call the store and to book for you. Even they can use the sound to chat with the stores.
Next, there are three good points of if AI cuts the concentration. First, it can help people more works. For example, they can teach you something or take care of people's and elderly. Next, let the interactive more national between humans and robots. Many people believe that if AI will get the consequences, they will create more national sentence to continue with people. But now there are many powerful AI can do this. For example, Google Assistant. So 3. Create more business opportunities. AI will someone thinks AI will have something to want in the future. For example, they will want to upload their selves. There are some bad points. First, scramble for resources with people, like energy. Second, compete with humans for a job. AI will help people more works when they but in other hand, they are also compete with humans for job. For example, the robots in factory. They can let the emperor get more this price in using in create in make the produce, but there are also that many workers lose their jobs. 3. Creating super AI turns in several of mankind. That means the AI is too powerful that they can get they are dangerous for people. There are research methods. 1. Does AI have introduce the AI that has been successful so far? 2. The impact of AI consequences on people being. 3. Be the beneficial side and their system integration and examples research. They are sent in the first side. And this is our concept. Musk thought AI will become more dangerous. It thinks AI will more dangerous than you because AI is too fast to more powerful. And people is too crazy to create the AI which send human. And he said if people can control the AI, human conversation will persuade. And so that we think, but now we think we are not more knowing in AIs. No, because we are high school students, but AI is also important. There are our reference. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you. Okay, make a few comments on YouTube first, okay? Jessie, you did a good job. You are very natural, you know your content well, and you are confident, and you speak clearly, okay? And Vita, you need to practice more, okay? Memorize your content, know your content well. Okay, any questions for Dan? Okay, Benson, you go first.
Does Taiwan have AI robots? Taiwan.
Some. There are some, but not very strong and not very good.
Do you know the example?
Many scientists want to make a good robot, but just not very good enough.
Is there any company that makes a okay robot so far in Taiwan?
Not big.
Okay, if you don't know, just say you don't know, okay? So, do you know the answer to his question?
I don't know.
So you don't research it?
And it's not our focus on the report.
Yeah, good. That's a good one. If you don't know, you can say that is not the research goals. So you didn't do much research on it. Okay, next one. Any question? Come on, everybody, you need to think. Okay, good. Stella.
Which do you think it's good or bad for you? Do you think?
What's your opinion?
We think it's good. It's good for humans, but we have to improve our control of AI, or it will control us in the future.
Okay, Any other questions? Come on, I told you, everybody have to think. Otherwise, if you go abroad for further study someday, you will find that you get lower score, not because you didn't study hard, but because you didn't think, you don't ask questions. Because class participation is very, very important in foreign countries, okay? So you need to raise questions to make yourself heard, okay? Any other questions for them? Okay, Isa.
Will you send the system nobody will come to in the future?
No, because people is smart and they will try to control AI in the future or kill them. If we can control it, we will kill them in the future.
So you mean we will kill AI in the future?
Yes. Many people think if AI will control us, we are dangerous. So we will take off their batteries or something to kill them.
Okay. Where is William go? Do you have any question?
If there is no AI in the future, will it bring any inconvenience to humans' life?
Good. Inconvenience.
Can you say that again?
If there is no AI in the future, just like you said, humans maybe kills AI in the future. Will they bring any inconvenience to humans' life? Okay. 如果就是你刚刚不是说人类可能在未来会就是把 AI 解决掉嘛？如果把 AI 解决掉的话，会对人类的社会带来任何的不便利性。
Because AI has many data of humans, so and we are very reliant with the AI. So if the AI disappears, many companies will not running.
Okay, I think we need time for the next group. So the question time is over. So if you have any other questions, please ask them in private. All right, thank you. Give them a hand. Give them a hand. All right, now please, please get onto the stage. Eileen, please stand by. I think Eileen will be for the next hour. Okay, while they are trying to get ready, I would like to compliment William. So far, he is the one who raised the question the most fluently. All right. So you should ask more. Don't hide yourself, okay? Don't hide your true self. All right. You may start now.
Hi. Good morning. We are going to talk about the effect of sitting position on this part. The first part is introduction. Motivation. According to the research, 45.7% of high school students in Taiwan have to report. Most of us are reaching the 8 to 9 hours recommended by the National Sleep Foundation in America. We usually only sleep 5 to 7 hours. So why is sleeping so important? It affects our concentration in class and reading efficiency, which in turn affects our performance on exams and grades. Objective. Our main objective is to survey the proportion of high school students in various sitting positions and analyze the effect of sitting position on sleep quality. The second part is literature review. From the information we collect, Sleeping positions are mostly divided into four following items: supine position, sleep on one side, sleep on one stomach, and fetal. Supine position is a position recommended by most doctors. Although it won't press the internal organs, it may block the respiratory tract and even cause heart attack. This position including sleep on the left side and sleep on the right side. Sleep on one stomach. Sleep on the stomach. Sleep on the stomach increases the curvature of the spine. Sleep on the stomach and causing a burden on the spine and affect breath. When we fall asleep in the fetal position, the body hunches and it makes the knee erase and press down the chin, which cause mental hunchback and affects blood flowing. The third one is research methods. In the report, we use two methods. The first one is questionnaire method. Design a Google form for high school students and organize and research statistics. The second one is document analysis. Search the web for thesis, dissertation, articles, newspapers, magazines. Sort out the sleeping position, recommended by your doctor and the severity of each. Proceed. Determine motivation. Design a Google form, collect information, analyze literature, consolidating data and inductive conclusion. And this is a part of our form.
Analysis and results. We combine their sleeping position and sleeping quality as the result. First, we can say that in best quality, supine position is the most one. And sleep on one side and fetal is the most one in the situation of fetal in the halfway. Next, we can look at the chart of light sleeping all night and difficulty falling asleep. Both of which shows that sleep on one side is the most one. In our hand, we sort out the result and combine the sleep position and sleep length in average. The longer one is 5.95 in supine position. The last one is 5.42 in non-flexible sleeping position.
The next part is conclusion and suggestion. As we mentioned in the above reports, the quality of supine position is the best, but it is the second highest in the survey. People still choose to sleep on one side that doesn't press the organ. So we think that people care more about the comfort of falling asleep than the quality. We still choose a position that is less burdened by the body and temporarily ignore the quality. People won't give out a comfortable sleeping position because of the poor quality after falling asleep. Although the stress and sympathetic nerve secretion caused by the sleeping position may affect sleeping quality.
Suggestion. We think we can think more about what information is needed before we place the questionnaire. The second one is we can find more reporters and extend use camera to record their position to make the data more convincing. Here's the reference we use. Thanks for listening.
Think, come on, everybody think. Try to force yourself to raise one question. Lisa.
How do you identify the sleeping quality is good or not?
You can ask again, or in other words.
How do you think your sleeping quality is good or bad? How do you identify it?
We use the questionnaire to ask their sleeping length, and if they wake up in the halfway or they sleep just until they wake up.
The sleepless maybe it's just because they are too busy and don't have time to rest.
Yeah, so we use the hour. We use two websites. One is the length, and the other is if they wake up in the halfway or they have some light sleeping.
So basically, it's all about personal opinion. No scientific way to make sure the sleeping quality.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. Good question. All right, and I have one question. Okay, do you want to get extra points? Okay.
Is sleep quality linked to sleep quality related to the sleep position?
Yeah, sleeping quality is related to sleeping positions. That's what they are studying. 睡眠品质跟睡姿嘛，对他刚刚有讲啊，有关联啊。
And what is the relation?
I think it's maybe some of your PowerPoint has mentioned. Actually, probably in the previous presentation, they mentioned about how your tongue will relax, what kind of problems that your heart would have. So I think they did mention about that, but that's about the literature review. Okay, so it's a little bit detailed. So if you're interested, you may ask them to show you the defects later. Okay. All right. So my last question is that you mentioned the supine position is the best one for sleeping quality, right? But if one just cannot get used to the supine position, but he or she still wants to have good sleeping quality, what else can he or she do to improve the sleeping quality?
Use supine position.
But if they just cannot control themselves, yeah, because when you fall asleep, can you control yourself when you are sleeping? I don't think you can control yourself when you are sleeping.
The position we said is that the position before you fall into sleep is like 可以用看视频看，就是我们问的那一些睡姿都是在你睡前，就是你有意识之前用的那些用的睡姿。
对，但是如果那如果是他强迫自己这样子，他就是睡不着，他一定要很奇怪的姿势才睡得着。可是你又说那样子会造成睡眠品质不良，那怎么办？
那就只能这样睡啊，除非
真的没办法照那些税制正确税制的人该怎么办？这一部分没有研究，对吧？Okay, I got it. Okay, thank you. Thanks for your presentation. I will get ready, please. 先把答案看好。Take a break, everybody.